This is the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Jeremy Wolf.
Well, hello, friends, family, wonderful community. We are back for another round of the Good Neighbor Podcast. Hope everybody is doing well out there. Just getting back from a week-long hiatus up in Nashville at a guitar workshop. I don't know if I'd be honest in saying that I'm excited to get back to it, but here we are nonetheless, ready to rock and roll. Our guest today, I'd like to welcome to the show. We have Charmaine Nelson, and Charmaine joins us from the Nelson's agency. Charmaine, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Jeremy.
Hey, the pleasure sits all on this side of the table, or something along those lines. At least that's what they say anyway. Okay, so I do not know, so I'm interested to find out. Tell me a little bit about what you do at the Nelson's agency.
The Nelson's agency is really an insurance. I'm an insurance broker. So
Okay.
I sell life insurance, health insurance, and I help with Medicare. And I'm a new agent, new business, been in this thing I've been licensed for 15 years. Let's start there. But
okay, so licensed for 15 years. Licensed 15
years.
years, but you just recently opened your own agency.
Yes, when COVID happened.
Congratulations.
I recently opened it. Thank you so much. All right, so I'm going from just a regular insurance broker working with the company to opening my own LLC and starting my own brokerage, because I feel like I can reach my people a lot better and give you guys my expertise, because my mission is always to educate first and then help you empower yourselves and protect families. And I felt like on the other end, it was always sales-based first. So education is everything when it comes to insurance.
Absolutely. And that's a subject that everybody knows of, but everybody knows very little about the details of.
Exactly. And everyone can use it. It's for everybody. Life insurance, if you're, someone who's just had a baby and you need insurance for your kids or your spouse or your husband, or let's just transition to like health insurance. If you're self-employed, don't have any health insurance at all, or if you're transitioning to Medicare, like my parents are right now. Both of my parents I'm helping them sign up for Medicare this year. They'll both be turning 65. And they are overwhelmed with the letters that they get and the phone calls that they get. And they get hundreds of phone calls a day. And that's where I come in to help you guys, educate you guys on what you need to do.
Love it.
Right?
Love it. Okay, so just opened. How long ago did you open your doors? Is this how recent? Is it? You're talking like within a year? What's been the timetable?
So 2020 when COVID happened.
Okay, so you're not getting
into it.
Come on. I thought you meant new, like fresh out the gates. All right, yeah. You've been in it for several years now. Okay, all right. Okay, so I want to go back to that point when you're open. So 15 years licensed, you make the decision at some point to say, hey, you know what? I want to do this on my own. What was one of the biggest challenges that you faced when you made the, I call it the entrepreneurial leap?
Leaping out on faith. So I'm a full-time mom. I have 4 kids, I have a husband. And then when COVID happened, we were all stuck at home. So imagine this, I am at home and my kids ranges in different areas. So I have my birth kids and then I have my bonus kids that I call my step kids and my bonus kids, right? All of them are in my house. So my youngest one at the time was like 1.5, 2 years old. And then from there, I had this kindergartner. Then I had one starting 6th grade, and then I had one starting 9th grade. So I had every level. I call myself the Nelsons. My home was a school from 8 a.m. to like 4 p.m. And you have the little one crawling on the kindergarten, the 6th grader. He's not focused. He's looking, but I see him on the phone playing Fortnite, I think, at the time. And then you have the high schooler, the 9th grader, who wouldn't even get out of bed. She's like, Mom, I'm good. I'm in class. They see me. We don't need our cameras on. So, she's still getting A's. But I was like, this is insane. Then we had lunches and we had like all this stuff going on. And
you're bringing back memories for me now too.
Right. And then I had a full-time job at the time. But I couldn't really do my job because I had these kids at home, so it's just like they're demanding things from me and the children are demanding things from me. So I was like, I need to find something that I can do where I can balance everything. And it's all about balance, right? And my mom told me, my mother-in-law is the one who told me to get a health insurance license, because she was like, you never know when you're going to need this license. It's just a backup plan. And so that's when I was like, I need to see what this whole insurance thing is really about with this license. And so I really started, I kept up with my continuing education credits and all that stuff, just because I didn't want to lose the license, because it was really hard to pass that test, that state test. So I didn't want to lose that. But then I really started getting into it, and I started seeing the deaths that was happening around with me. Some were close to home, some were my friends, and everybody was just confused. And I was like, okay, this is my thing. This is what I'm going to use to help people. And this worked. And I've helped so many people. So that's why I just want to help a lot more people.
Very cool. I want to go back for a moment, because there's something I'm a little unclear on, and I'm sure our listeners might be as well. So when you said you had the license for 15 years, you were, it sounds like you weren't working in the industry that time. Is that right? Or were you working in the industry?
I wasn't.
Okay, so you got the license kind of just as a fail stop, as a backstop, essentially, just to have in your back pocket. Kept up with the continuing education. So what was the career previously for leading up to this?
I was working at the University of Miami at the wellness center, the gym. Yeah, I was at the gym with all, and when COVID happened, school was closed. No one was going to the gym. So that's what I was doing previously. And I did that for years. Since my daughter was 2 years old, I was at the wellness center. I was at the gym.
What would you say has been one of the most rewarding things for you since you made the leap and started the business?
Oh, time management for one. I'm able to do everything I
your
need
own
to do
boss.
for everybody, be my own boss. I will say
that it's a double-edged sword, though, isn't it? Sometimes.
Yeah, I feel like I'm working 24 hours a day, though. Like, I don't know when I'm sleeping. Okay. I don't know how that is happening. I just wake up, I go, I fall asleep, I wake up, and I go again. So I really don't know. I can't really explain how I manage it. I'm a good planner. So I plan everything from 6 a.m. when I wake up to when I go to bed. But I also, what was the question? I'm sorry. You said how I manage it all?
The most rewarding thing about making the leap and going out on your own, starting your own business.
And that and helping people. So I have an interesting story, a rewarding story, where I had a good friend of mine who got the life insurance with me, and I made sure to include living benefits in her package for the insurance. And a lot of people don't know about it, but living benefits is, a lot of people feel that life insurance is used when you pass away. And that is not true. A lot of people are living a lot longer nowadays, besides the whole COVID issue, but a lot of people are living a lot longer. So living benefits is something that you can include, a rider that you can include in your life insurance package, where let's say you have a heart attack, stroke, you're diagnosed with cancer or something, and you cannot work for a minimum of 1 month up to, years. You can pull money from your insurance policy to pay for your medical bills. You can feed your family. You can pay your actual bills. Like, whatever you need to do with that money, you can do it, because no matter what happens to you in life, bills are going to keep happening. Your kids are always going to be hungry. Life will keep lifing. And a lot of people don't know that that's something that is built in a lot of insurance policies now that you can get for a very, very affordable price. It is not expensive at all.
So I'm curious, is that something, living benefits policy, is that something along the lines of like somewhere between a term policy and a whole policy? Or is that?
It's included with the term policies.
Okay, it's just an added benefit of a term. So
yeah,
a little bit more costly, but.
It's a little bit more costly, but it's a term benefit. And my friend was diagnosed with cancer, and she was able to pull out that money. And she says it saved her life. And
Wonderful.
That was my first amazing, rewarding story for that. And then I'm like, okay, now I'm on the run. Now I'm on go mode. So
what a testimonial for you, right? What a testimonial.
Yes, I'm here to save the world now.
Yeah.
I have my cape on now, ready to go, ready to fly. So.
You had your cape on. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said my capo on, and if you ever play guitar, there's a thing called a capo. I got guitar in my mind because I've been playing the guitar the last week. I want to stick on the topic of education because one of the reasons that we do this show, aside from getting to know local business owners and learn about what they do in their business, is also to clear up some confusion that folks out there have. And I think to that note, a lot of folks do have confusion about insurance products. Is there something, one or two things that you hear more frequently from your clients and from people you speak with that they're just like things that they believe to be true about insurance, but they were just kind of flat out wrong?
The first thing that comes to mind is that insurance is only for when you die. And that's true. That's the first myth. It's not. Maybe back in the day when I wasn't born yet, I'm an 80s baby, but now it is not. You can definitely use it while you're living, right? 86.
I beat you, by the way. I'm 80.
You're 80? Oh, you're the same age as my older brother. Oh yeah. You look good. We look good.
Thank you. Yes, you do. Okay, so that's not only for life insurance, is not only for when you die. There, like you mentioned, there's this living benefits and other attributes. Okay.
And the people think that it's just for the elderly. For some reason, they feel like, oh, they have their whole life to wait to get life insurance. And the honest thing is, it's for when you are the healthiest. That's when you would get it at the cheapest rate.
Yep.
If you wait until you're old, you have to think that the insurance company is gambling on you for you to pay these premiums and not pass away so you don't have to pay out, right? Like
it's a dirty business, Charmaine. Gambling on your life,
right? Yeah, it's dirty business. That's how I like to put it to people. I say, so when you get it when you're young and you're healthy, your premiums will be very cheap. Like I have someone who's 19 right now who's only paying $17 a month for her insurance, and she has $150,000 right now. And she's going to have that premium and that insurance for 30 years. She chose a 30-year term. And then we can obviously convert that into a whole life policy if needed. But it's very, very cheap for her right now. And if you think about,
sorry to cut you off there, but if you think about that, like if you try to put things into perspective with what everything costs nowadays, $17 a month. I mean, I bet you, I just did a podcast. I was talking about kind of auditing all of your expenses. I guarantee you that many people out there, if you looked at all your credit card bills and your Apple Pays, you'd have several things on there way above $17 total that you don't even know you're paying for, that are just like being charged.
Oh yeah, just subscriptions. I just canceled subscriptions right now. I was paying like $70.
Being billed 2 years for this thing. It's crazy. Right. $17 a month. I mean, it's a wonderful way to secure yourself when you're younger, and then when you get older, obviously when you have a family, it's even more important.
But if you wait until you're 50, right, and say you're not as healthy, you're going to pay a lot of more money. So a lot of people, I think they start thinking about it when they get older, because now they're thinking about their kids, their grandkids. They want to leave, money to them. But now you have to think about, when you think insurance is all about age, it's all about health. So if you're a healthy 50-year-old, you may get, you may spend $30 or $40 a month, maybe $100,000 of insurance, just throwing a number out there. But if you are a diabetic, if you, all these other health risks comes at hand, I can shop around for the best price for you and still get you a really good price, but you may not get as much money as you could have when you were younger, if you put in perspective. And if you think about it, $17 is what we spending on McDonald's right now. And then you're hungry again in like 3 hours, and now you're going to go buy something else because everyone Uber Eats now. So if you're thinking about that, and you done spend over $30, you probably spent $30 on Wingstop. I did yesterday, and had a delivery. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I gotta say, the older I get, the more conscious I become of what I put in my body in terms of food. I mean, like we're just machines. And if we want to operate at a peak performance, like you better not only not eat bad foods, but you should be keeping track. And my wife is doing this right now with an exercise program. And I never really thought about it, but I'm watching her do it. She's counting all her calories. She's doing everything. And it really got me thinking that, again, if you're going to perform optimally, you need to be tracking all that stuff. And so many of us don't. and we just go on the fly, and then we wonder why we have no energy and why we have brain fog all day and why we just don't
And you
feel
gotta
right.
think about what we're putting in this food too, because if you think about it, it feels like nothing out there is good for you nowadays. I've gotten very health conscious too,
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like, and it gets a little bit more expensive when you start being more health conscious. But I figure I'm either going to pay for it and be healthy now, than when I get older and I get sick and I'm gonna pay for it later. Either way, I'm going to end up paying for it. I'd rather pay for my health now. So I run in the mornings now. I am at the gym a lot more now.
Did you say you run in the morning?
I've started running in the morning, yes.
All right. Well, let's stop there for a moment and discuss the running, because I actually caught the runner's bug probably I think it's been almost 3 years now, maybe two to 3 years ago. And I've become somewhat of an avid runner, and I love running. And this is really what opened me up to the idea of taking better care of myself. Because what happened was, as I started running, I would be in a lot of pain, like my knees would hurt and I'd have a lot of inflammation, and I wasn't doing any strength training, and I wasn't eating particularly well. And now I've shifted and really tried to have a better diet, and I started going to the gym. So how long ago did you start running?
Oh, I'm only like 3 weeks in. It was really hard
You're a
to
newbie.
transition. I'm newbie. I'm very new. And some days it's rough, boy. But I told my husband to hold me accountable, and he has been doing a good job. When that alarm goes off, I'm ready to throw that phone across. My legs hurt. They're stiff, man. Like, I'm like, oh my God. But it feels so amazing once I start. So I'm finding that the hardest thing is getting out of the bed and going. But once I start and come back, my endorphins are good. Like, I'm hungry and I don't really have a big appetite, but when I exercise, man, I can eat everything in the fridge. I'm so like, and
Yeah.
in diet, I'm learning, even when I was working at the gym, diet is 70% of everything. Like what you put in your body and what you are consuming will definitely determine how fast you lose weight and all those things that comes with it. And then I also weight train. I do lift weights, but I only lift weights like 3 times a week. I'm little, so I'm just trying to tone and gain muscle. I don't need to do too much. But running, it clears my mind. There's no one out there, so it's early in the day. My husband sometimes join me out there, and we're running, and it just, I don't know, I feel like we're bonding as a couple too. So it even helps relationships. Everyone should go exercise and work out. It helps your relationship as well. You build together. So
my wife and I have been going on long walks in the evening and having wonderful, wonderful discussions. It's been wonderful, almost like therapeutic in many ways, having these discussions while we walk. So how long do you typically run now? It's only been 3 weeks. I can't imagine you're going that far. Like, what's your typical protocol?
I'm not going that far. So the first 2 weeks, I go to the track. I go to the track by my house. So the first 2 weeks, I would like run 100 meter, then I'll walk 100 meter, run 100 meter, walk 100 meter, because I was not used to it, and I was like trying to get there, like get myself to run. But now, since I'm in week 3, I can actually run like an 800 without stopping, and then I'll walk a lap, and then I'll run an 800. So the goal is for me to be able to run at least 2 miles without stopping.
Well, I can guarantee you that if you continue, you will get there, because that's very similar to my journey. I started out and I would literally run around my block. I don't know how far it was, but it wasn't very far. And then the next time I would go like an extra little section around the block, and then another block. And then before I knew it, I was going around the whole neighborhood. And then before I knew that, I was going around. Now I go every Saturday morning. I run with a friend of mine, Alex Semide. Shout out Dr. Semide Dental. You're the best. We run every morning Saturday, and we do, anywhere from like 4 to 10 miles on Saturday, just depending on how we're feeling. Our max has been 10 miles, which was a lot. It was close to 2 hours of running. But generally speaking, we'll do somewhere around an hour. And those are always the most productive mornings when I get back. Something about running, the continuous cardiovascular exercise, keeping your heart going. The longer you go, it unlocks deeper levels of just, I don't know, it floods you with these feel-good chemicals. That's why they call it the runner's high.
Yeah, endorphins, right?
Endorphins, that's the word. So I come home every Saturday, and it's like I get more done in the next 4 hours that Saturday morning than I did like around the house all week. I do everything. I'm just like, yeah, what can I do next?
For sure. Let's go clean up. Let's go. I want to declutter today. Finally, it's been taking me a month, but I'm ready to go. That's definitely me. And do you ever feel like when you don't exercise, because I know you have to give your body a break, it's getting to the point now where I am feeling guilty. Like I just be like, maybe I just go and do 10 push-ups or some sit-ups or something. Like
Hmm.
I feel it, like I get this little itch where I need to go work
Yep.
out right now and stop what I'm doing. So I've learned to now just listen to that, which is why I go in the mornings. That way I don't have to interrupt my day. Because I will. I started interrupting my day. I'd be like, oh, I got to break into between clients. Let me go exercise. Now I'm running late because I don't lost track of time. Got to get that last set in. So.
Yeah, and that's the thing for people out there. Like, you don't necessarily have to just start by going to the gym. Like, you can, like you said, if you're at work, I do this all the time. I work from home. If I'm doing something and I feel cloudy or stressed out or whatever the case may be, I'll just step aside from it and knock out some push-ups. I'll just do 10, 20 push-ups,
Yeah.
get the blood flowing. Sometimes I'll step away and just take some deep breaths, do some like a little breathing. Just things like that help me kind of break whatever pattern I'm stuck in. It's so important. You still look at this. All this
Fun
talk is making me
fact.
want to go run and exercise right now.
Look at
What are we gonna
you.
do?
I should join you one of these days. But fun fact, I have a lot of clients because I am big at talking about exercise and stuff. And I just had one client tell me that she is off her blood pressure medication because she
Oh,
started walking on a treadmill. How
yep.
about that? So if you
I,
exercise, you can get healthier that way. You can get off these medications. You won't feel sicker. She started eating better. So me and my clients are actually, you know what? I should start a little running club. I should, or walking. We can walk first. We can do a little walking club, and I'm just going to invite everybody. We can have a meetup spot. You can come to, the ones who can run 10 miles. You just go. I'll be with the walkers. We can walk and run a little bit. I think it'll be good for the
where
environment,
do
the
you
neighborhood.
where do you live?
I am in Miramar.
Okay.
I'm in Broward
Oh,
County.
that's just funny. Actually, that's where I meet my friend Alex on Saturday. We meet him. I meet him in Miramar at the Home Depot parking lot off Miramar and Dykes, or one of those roads out there west. He lives in Miami Lakes, and I live in Cooper City, so we split the difference and we meet
Oh, so it's
there.
a good middle.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I can have me and my husband go. I don't know how far I can go though. You scared me with those 10 miles. I'm still at 800. I'm working my way up there. You might,
So
shoot me out
what
the
you
water.
back to what you just said about getting off the blood pressure medication through walking. Like, I'll also give a testimonial about my wife. She felt she hadn't been working out for many years, and she was having all sorts of pain in her body. She was complaining for years about how she thinks she needs a hip replacement and her back hurts, all these things. And she was really convinced that there was something like actually wrong with her, right? That she was broken.
Mm-hmm.
Inside 2 months of walking every day, starting to exercise, starting to eat right, all of her pains have gone away. So everything in her body that was telling her that there was something wrong with her was basically just inflammation, and then that
Mm-hmm.
inflammation feeding the narrative in her head that something was wrong with her, and getting stuck in that loop. More inflammation. There's something more wrong with me, and then just continually down that cycle to the point where she may have well gone to get like some kind of orthopedic help, and then they might have recommended, oh, we could do this surgery or that. Like, you don't even know, and the solution could just be to take better care of your body for many people. So
Exactly.
something
And
to think about out there if you're
man,
struggling with pains.
just start walking. Just start. And this is what
It's
I
so
mainly
easy.
try to do too. So when you step away, like in my line of business, when you step away from just looking at sales all the time, trying to get the next sale, trying to get the next sale, you're trying to get the next sale, and you really educate your clients and you
Mm-hmm.
see them get better, get healthier, and they start understanding, you'll be amazed at how much more prosperous you can be. Because they're more thankful now. They're giving referrals out. They're referring you to everybody. I don't really have to work that hard. I get phone calls all the time. I get invited out to lunches. I don't always go, but it's nice. It's nice, when they want me to come out. But I think I am going to just start inviting people to come walk with me. Like this just happened on the Jeremy Wolf Show and Good Neighbor podcast. I think I am going to
Yes,
officially start inviting people to walk with me. We would start walking together, and I think that it's good when you have a partner, an accountability partner when it comes to exercising, to
absolutely.
hold you accountable so you can get what you need to get done. Because sometimes we all need that person that's going to be in your ear, like, get your behind up, let's go. We ain't got time for this nonsense. So I need someone to talk to me like that. Don't let me whine to you. I need you to be like, get up, let's go. I don't even want to hear all
Yep.
that. Let's go. Let's get this done. And you're going to be so much thankful. We're going to all be healthier. The city of Miramar and Cooper City, we're just going to be the healthiest cities in the nation. How about that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So we've gone on a little bit of a tangent here, but it's okay because this tangent is kind of related to what you do. So this was a good topic of conversation, and if one person heard this and it sparks that motivation in them to get moving, well, then we've done our work for the day, haven't we?
We have, and if you need someone, you can reach out to me. I'll be that person.
Oh, and how could folks do that? Anyone listening that does want to reach out, what is the best way to connect with you, Charmaine?
Oh, so you can, I'm on social media. So I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram at the Nelson's Agency. My business line, I give you the number 305-563-3932. You can always call or text me. If I don't answer, I'm probably with the client, but I definitely will return your call within 24 to 48 hours. And you can also visit my website at thenelsonsagency.com.
Perfect. And we will, of course, leave a link in the description to all of your contact information. So if anything that you said today resonates with our audience, reach out. Charmaine is there to help. And she is a ray of sunshine and a breath of life in this world. So we're happy to have you on the show to talk a little bit about what you do. It was great to meet you, Charmaine. So thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. And to our listeners, thanks as always for tuning in. And if you heard this episode and you're struggling and you're not feeling healthy, start there. That's the one piece of advice I will leave to you because I saw it firsthand with my wife. Just start walking. Go out every evening or in the morning and just move. It's very accessible. It's very easy. And I guarantee you that if you do that consistently every day, you will start feeling better before you know it. So I will leave everyone with that.
And to add to that, just walk to the end of the block and come back.
Yep, as far as you can go and build on that. All right, everyone, take care. Thanks for joining us, and we will catch you next time. Have a good day.
Okay, bye.
Thanks for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast, Cooper City. To nominate your favorite local business to be featured on the show, go to gnpcoopercity.com. That's gnpcoopercity.com or call 954-231-3170.